This is what Max Verstappen thinks is the key to being a good F1 driver. And will Red Bull need to make a change in their driver lineup? Max Verstappen's 2023 world title turned out to be one of the most dominant ever in Formula One history, but at the beginning of the season it did not look like this, as Verstappen and teammate Sergio Perez each had 2 wins to their name after 4 races. 4 races into the 2023 Formula One season, and both Red Bull drivers had 2 wins each. The Miami Grand Prix entered with a minuscule 6-point difference in favour of Verstappen. There was talk of a 2-way battle, but Verstappen believes the start of the 2023 season should be put into perspective. You have to paint the whole picture. I had to start from 15th place in Saudi Arabia, Verstappen told Automotor and Sport. In Baku, I was lightly penalised by the safety car, so from my point of view, it's not quite fair to talk about a level playing field because that's not how I saw it. You have to take into account all the circumstances that led to it. That has somewhat distorted the impression. Once they reached the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Verstappen became more and more familiar with the RB19. It's different settings that have to come together. A few things you can adjust through the steering wheel. Brake balance, differential, engine braking, he explained. The new tyres also work a little differently. Dealing with them, deploying them a little bit differently, seemed to help me get more out of the car. This set the Dutchman up on a run of 10 race wins in a row, which would eventually be broken by Carlos Sainz at the Singapore Grand Prix in October. By this point, a lot of people wrote off Perez, but what does Verstappen think? I'm not interested in other people's opinions. They don't know our car. I just try to get the best out of it. And I do that every time. I don't know how dominant this car is compared to previous cars. Nobody knows that. I tune the car the way I like it, and the other driver tunes it to his needs. The engineers develop the car to make it faster, and not how I would like it. The same goes for the driving style. What is my driving style? I don't know. I adapt to the needs of the car to make it the fastest. That's the key to being a really good Formula One driver, adapting to what you get from the team. And how does the future look for Sergio Perez with his contract expiring at the end of 2024? Mika Hakkinen, 2-time world champion, has a suspicion. In this case, Perez is slower than Max. That is very clear. If the slower teammate accepts the situation, is capable of communicating clearly with the team and the media, can contribute to the development of the car, is motivated, and can stay within 3 to 4 tenths of a second of the faster teammate, then I don't think it's a bad thing. It's an okay situation, says Hakkinen in conversation with Unibet. But if the teammate starts complaining, accuses the team of not providing a good car, is not motivated, and the results fluctuate a lot, that is not good for the team. Then the team has to make changes. Will those changes also happen at Red Bull? I know it's important for Red Bull to have a Mexican driver, and Mexico is a large market and that has an impact on certain matters, but ultimately you're here to race and achieve good results and to develop the car faster. You can't rely on just one driver, you need 2 drivers at a certain level to be able to develop the car. Does Perez's future lie with Red Bull? I think this is highly unlikely. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to see more F1 content.